Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today is the last episode. We are using Kyurem-Black with Solgaleo, Tapu Fini, Hydreigon, Venusaur, and Incineroar. The team that I did end up bringing to the Dallas Regional Championship and getting 17th place with it. It is a pretty fun team. I highly recommend trying out. It was super solid at the regional. I really did enjoy my time using this team, and let us get started. So, if you haven't seen the previous episodes, I highly recommend go checking them out. And if you do want to see a QR code of this team potentially, be sure to hit that like button down below. Under 75 likes for this video and all the other videos that we use Kyurem-Black within 2 weeks of the final episode, which is this episode being uploaded, we will have a QR code of this team. I think this team has a lot of potential. It does have like maybe, some bad matchups, which I did notice. The main bad matchup I think is like Xerneas Groudon is super scary with his team, and it's pretty much an impossible matchup, I've decided, because you don't really have the best answers to deal with him. And the second worst matchup I think is like Groudon plus Tapu Lele. If it's like a boosting Groudon with like a Life Orb or Choice Band, that's super scary because this team also doesn't have switch-ins to that kind of team composition. So yeah, but otherwise, let's see what we got here. We got Ludicolo, Lunala, Kartana, Kyogre, Stakataka, and Incineroar. Now, Hydreigon looks very good here because of the fact it can hit Stakataka, Lunala for some really solid damage overall. So I'm very happy with the Hydreigon, it looks like. I'm going to go Hydreigon here with Kyurem-Black. The question is, what do I want in the back? I really like the Venusaur. Venusaur is actually pretty good against my opponent's team. And a Kartana, Stakataka, Kyogre, and Ludicolo for some good damage. Although Incineroar is looking like a very nice Pokemon here because of the ability to switch in, especially against those physical attackers. Kartana could give me some trouble. I think I'm going to lead Hydreigon plus Kyurem-Black. It does seem pretty solid with a lead combination because it does threaten the Lunala really well. So I think I'm going to go with that, with the Incineroar and Tapu Fini in the back as switch-ins. So I do have to be very, very cautious of Ludicolo Kyogre lead, because if it is Scarf Kyogre, that's going to be a bit problematic to deal with. I could go to Fini potentially. We'll see what my opponent decides to lead here. But yeah, I think I do want to lead my Hydreigon plus my Kyurem-Black. It's just super solid against my opponent's team. Like, Kyurem-Black does really well against my opponent's team. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to see the Ludicolo Kyogre, and I feel like this is deja vu. We definitely had this lead matchup in a previous episode. And turn one, my opponent doubled up the Hydreigon, and I could definitely see it this turn happening. So I think I do actually want to protect Hydreigon and just go straight for the Fusion Bolt into the Kyogre, especially if that's Scarf Kyogre. I feel like that's definitely the most viable option here. And we'll test out the option because Fake Out War Spout is probably the worst thing that could happen, and it goes in my Kyurem. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do, but probably wants to get rid of Hydreigon. I mean, Lunala is pretty big in this matchup. And yeah, so threatening the Hydreigon would be really nice, especially for the speed control, which I do have Tailwind on, so I wonder if my opponent doubles it up. We're going to see the Fake on the Hydreigon, which is really nice because that's really good here. And an Ice Beam too. Oh, definitely take that as we get a Fusion Bolt off into the Kyogre here. And that's going to do a good amount of damage. That's a critical hit? No, it's just the maximum damage I can get. Okay, so that's a high roll, which is good. Gonna go Fini here because I feel like Kyogre would switch out. Who would you switch out into is my question. Incineroar if you have it, I think. So I could go for the Earth Power to cover switch. Which sounds pretty good. I could also go for the attack on the Ludicolo. Gain damage on the Ludicolo also sounds really good. I think I'm going to go for the Fusion Bolt into the Ludicolo so I don't have to burn my Z onto the Ludicolo later into the game with Hydreigon to pick up the knockout. So we'll go Tapu Fini here. Looks like no switch from the Kyogre, so it's maybe not Scarf, or maybe it is Scarf and just decides to stay in and go for the Ice Beam, which is fine for me too. As we're going to see the Z move come out, it's going to be with Hydro Vortex, which is no surprise. Let's see who it's targeting. It might be into the Kyurem or into the Hydreigon. Maybe not just wanting to risk a miss onto the Hydreigon slot, because Hydreigon is a very important target for my opponent here. Hydro Vortex is going to come out. It is going to be the Tapu Fini slot, so we'll take this damage. We're not going to take it super well, but we'll take it decently. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. Ice Beam is going to come out into the Tapu Fini as well. I could have got the knock-on Kyogre, but I don't need the knock-on Kyogre specifically yet. I kind of just want damage all around onto my opponent's side of the field. And Ludicolo is not that threatening, but just having it weakened is so useful for later in the game, as we do have to that Ludicolo, which is fantastic. So, right here, I could just get my light screen up, don't see a drawback, and I think I want to go for... I feel like if we had Incineroar would have been a switch in earlier. I feel like it is supposed to be the switch in. I mean, Earth Power just covers so many plays, and it's like a 2KO on everything for the Kyogre, so I'm just going to go for the Earth Power and the Kyogre. If Kyogre stays in, that's fine too, as I really don't mind it staying in, as we see the grass on the Tapu Fini, which, wow, that actually did more to Tapu Fini than I thought, as we're going to see the Ice Beam going out into my Kyurem, really not doing much, as I will be able to get a light screen off, and yeah, this is pretty good, as I'm going to be able to knock out Kyogre, which is a great target for me, because Kyogre and then getting rid of the Ludicolo are the Pokemon that are stopping my Incineroar from doing really well in this matchup. So, yes, that is a very good note. As we'll see what my opponent decides to bring out. Probably, I don't know if you bring out the Lunala. I could see the Lunala being brought out. I'd be fine with the Lunala coming in. I have switches to my Dark types. We are going to see the Lunala come out, which is no surprise. And I do have the light screen for a reason. So, how many turns of Rain are left? There are 2. I could go for the Fusion Bolt into Ludicolo and just switch out on Hydreigon, which seems very safe to me. And I think that is going to be my play, because I don't need Kyurem super healthy in this game. And yeah, I'll definitely live a double up with the Kyurem slot, and I don't want to risk Incineroar here. I was thinking of going into Incineroar potentially, but like, I could see you going for the Hydro Pump here to cover for the switch. We're going to see a Grass Knot. It's going to come into the Hydreigon, so that's not going to do too much damage. It gets a critical hit. That is a crit, yep. Which is unfortunate. Ooh, the Luna is slow, so I wonder if that's a Trick Room, and if it's Trick Room, what's your back Pokemon? We are going to be able to get rid of the Ludicolo here. Yep, nice. So we do get rid of the Ludicolo, awesome. One of the Pokemon stopping my Incineroar, and it's actually a Trick Room coming out. Okay, so Trick Room Lunala with a Scarf Kyogre. That's an interesting one. Let's see Stakataka potentially coming in as the last one, I think. Yeah, Sakataka. It had to be like something like that, yeah. So I'm going to see Sakataka come out. Gyro Ball is definitely a potential threat. I have a very slow Kyurem though. I wonder if I could get away with an Earth Power. You might try to Rock Slide too. I think I'm going to go Incineroar here and click Earth Power into Stakataka and try to get rid of it. I really feel the Rock Slide might come out here, so if it is a Rock Slide coming out, I'd be in a really good spot. So I also don't think Gyro Ball would actually knock out my Kyurem, because I'm not sure if it's 150 base power on my Kyurem. I don't remember how Gyro Ball works with the Sakataka and the base power of it, depending on the speed. But I mean, Kyurem-Black has really good physical defense. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Also high HP. We get Intimidate off too. I just don't think you double up the Kyurem. You're gonna Gyro Ball here. It is gonna be my Kyurem, so. Oh, it does pick up the knockout, which is actually super frustrating, but not the worst. Not the worst. It gets a defense. Oh, it's a Life Orb, that's why. Okay, that makes more sense. We are gonna see the Moongeist Beam come out, target down my Incineroar probably. Yeah. This turned into a very ugly position. I mean, I'm gonna go Hydreigon here. I wonder if the Lunala even has Protect. Like, I'm trying to figure out if the Lunala has Protect, and I don't think it does. If I still have the Trick Room and can get an Earth Power into the Sakataka, I think that's game over for my opponent. If my opponent decides to go don't Protect with Sakataka, I could knock it out with Earth Power. I wonder if my opponent will allow me to do that, though. I think I'm just gonna go for the Z move into Lunala, because even if it's a double Protect, at least I, you know, break the Shadow Shield on Lunala, which is pretty big. My opponent didn't protect Sakataka. Why don't they ever protect Sakataka? They never protect Sakataka. Like, they never do. I get the Fake Out off. At least I break the Shadow Shield, which is nice, but I would have preferred getting rid of Sakataka. So we are going to be able to get this Z move off. Oh, I would have really loved to get rid of that. I would have really loved to get rid of the Sakataka. We are going to see the Black Hole Eclipse come out. into the Lunala. I wonder if Sakataka has protected this rate. I'm pretty sure you just thought, oh, I'm safe. You're not really safe. I have Earth Power. Please realize that in the future. Okay. Mist disappears from the battlefield, which is fine. I think I gotta sack Feeny here in U-turn. Yeah, I'm gonna U-turn, go on the Feeny. It is probably my best play. I need Incineroar to absorb, sponge up any attacks that are coming out here, especially if it's a Rock Slide coming out. Feeny is expendable here, which is why I think this play is okay here. So let's see what my opponent's gonna do. Should be just Rock Slide plus a, yep, Rock Slide. Oh, Feeny survives, which is nice. Okay. Life Orb damage. If Incineroar flinches, this is a really awkward spot to be in, actually. So I kind of need Incineroar not to flinch here. Nice. We are able to get the U-turn off. Nice. Which is great damage into the Lunala. And we can go out into our Hydreigon. And then we can double protect. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to go Hydreigon here. And then I could also, there are a few options, I guess. We are going to see the Moongeist Beam come out. It is going to come out. I wonder who is targeting. I think it'd be the Feeny slot where the Hydreigon was previously. Oh, but it's actually that slot, which is fine for me. I really don't mind that. Light Screamer is off, but I can double protect here. And double protect. Then I could go for the Earth Power and a stack attack. Oh, you could, if you have Trick Room on the stack attacker, you double reverse Trick Room here. Oh. If my opponent makes that play, brilliant play. I should have Heal Pulsed. Nope. Okay. I was reading way too deep into that. If my opponent did that, that would have been so big. That would have been so big. Okay. If my opponent doesn't realize I have Earth Power, I'm going to go for Earth Power here. And I'm just going to Heal Pulse the Hydreigon. If you protect Lunala, you get punished hard. And you really shouldn't. Realistically, I think the best play for my opponent is just to protect Stack Attack and Trick Room. Or attempt to Trick Room, but maybe my opponent's super scared of that. I don't know, but right here, I'm going to go for the Earth Power and his Stack Attack up and Heal Pulse. My opponent didn't protect the first time. I feel like there's a reason for it, as we do see Lunala protect. So it's either double protect or Stack Attack is going on the offense or going for Trick Room. But we have Earth Power, so that does KO Stack Attack, especially after the chip damage it took. So we do knock out the Stack Attacker, which is really good for my team. And then we just Heal Pulse the Hydreigon. And yeah, even if my opponent protected, went for Trick Room, I'm pretty sure that I could just switch in Incineroar the following turn. So no matter what, my opponent was still in a troublesome position regardless. But we are able to pick up the win. Thankfully, Hydreigon just being super good in this matchup. Like, preserving the Hydreigon was definitely a key factor in this matchup. For sure. We just click Dark Pulse and win. The Lunala's chipped. Can't live through it. As we are going to be able to pick up the win there, which is really nice. So, overall, that game, preserved the Hydreigon, was able to do really well. My opponent was able to get Trick Room up, and that wasn't according to my calculation, because I didn't think it was actually a Trick Room Lunala, based on it being Choice Scarf Kyogre. But it ended up being the Trick Room Lunala, so I had to play a bit defensively, but luckily we were just able to, we had such a big lead that we were able to mess around, stall out the Trick Room in time, and then, yeah, just able to pick up the win from there. So, nice. So we're going to go for our second match of today. I think Kyurem was really well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if it wasn't a Life Orb Stack Attack, I'm pretty sure we would have survived the Gyro Ball. And then I think it'd be the question of who did Lunala target afterward. Because it would have been really nice to get the Earth Power knockout with Kyurem, but again, was not expecting that Gyro Ball knocking out, because that's insane. I'm actually curious. I gotta look up how much Gyro Ball actually is supposed to do to Kyurem, but I'm pretty confident that Kyurem would have taken it if it wasn't a Life Orb set. But I also really want to know what the base power is. I don't think it's 150 on Kyurem, but I'll look it up. But yeah, able to pick up a win, which is really nice. And yeah, I think Incineroar was definitely the play, because Venusaur would have been awkward in that end game. So feeling pretty good, as we got 1472 rated player as our second opponent. Wow, this seems cool. Landorus Incarnate, Yveltal, Raichu, Kyogre, Empoleon, and Kartana. Oh. So Hydreigion's good in theory. This is kind of a weird team. It's got offense. It's a lot of offense, actually. I can't really get Shuriken up because the Yveltal's just super annoying. So is Landers Incarnate, actually. So Kyurem-Black is just so good against my opponent's team, though. Fun fact about Kyurem-Black, thanks to Terravolt, we do ignore the Lightning Rod from the Raichu, so Raichu's not going to be saving the 3 electric weaknesses my opponent does have. I think Kyurem-Black Hydreigion's actually not a bad lead. Double Dragon's kind of questionable, but decent lead against my opponent. So I think that would be my option. I think Feeny in the back with Incineroar, because Incineroar is just a good switch into my opponent's team. That is aka the Kartana and the Yveltal. So I have multiple ways to win this. It's Kyurem-Black basically gets a lot of damage off into my opponent's team. I kind of want to just I think I just want to pressure hard with the Kyurem-Black as much as possible. Get rid of Kartana if I can, because Kartana is a problematic Pokemon. We're gonna see the Yveltal plus the Empoleon lead, huh? Very, very cool. Empoleon doesn't really get a steel move other than Steel Wing, so I'm not really too worried about the Empoleon. I think I'm just gonna go for the Fusion Bolt into the into the Yveltal with Kyurem and get a Tailwind up, because we could trade Tailwinds here, which is fine. And I think Speed Control would dominate my opponent's team if I am able to get that Speed Control up. So we'll go for the Fusion Bolt into the Yveltal. Maybe I'm disrespecting Empoleon a bit, but I mean, Icy Wind's not really that big of a deal to me if it's we see Empoleon Protect, so that even works even better to me. I could have doubled up either slot. Okay, so the Yveltal's slower than my Hydreigon, so it's not max speed Yveltal. It is going to be Tailwind, so we're trading Tailwinds here, which is fine. Empoleon is also not a Assault Vest, so I wonder what item it is. I'm pretty sure this lead is supposed to handle Incineroar, although I'm pretty sure if it's a Defiant Empoleon, I don't think it knocks out Incineroar even with a +1 Liquidation. Get a strong Fusion Bolt into that Yveltal, that's some good damage. And I kind of just want to double up the Empoleon now, because I don't really see the Yveltal as too big of a threat. I think Earth Power into Fusion Bolt should be able to knock out the Empoleon, and I'm going to be able to get a lot of damage into the Empoleon slot no matter what. And there is a chance that the Yveltal could protect here. So I wonder if Z-Move would knock out the Yveltal at that range. I'm guessing not, since it's slow and has bulk. We're actually going to see a Sucker Punch into the Hydreigon slot. So, okay. That did a pretty big amount of damage. It might be Black Glasses, I think. We are bringing the Empoleon down. Get special defense drop. Is it Defiant? It is Defiant. Kyurem-Black should outspeed though and get a Fusion Bolt and knock out the Empoleon, which it does. Okay, sweet. So, Sucker Punch, Tailwind. I can't tell the rest of the moveset. It does look like to be a physical invested Yveltal though, so I could switch in Incineroar at any moment. Really surprised I wasn't in the Kyurem-Black, because I think my opponent does have a Kyurem-Black problem. But I guess maybe Kartana is coming out. Yep. I think the best play is just to go Incineroar and Protect here. Yeah. I think that's my best play no matter what. We're going to see the Yveltal switch out. Is that the Kyogre? Very solid play on my opponent's part, actually. I'm guessing that this means it's a move into my Kyurem. Oh, if it's Titanium Z, that's a problem. If it's a Titanium Z, that's a big problem. Because if it's Titanium Z, it knocks out my Incineroar probably at -1. I'd assume it did. If it does, that's very problematic here. Because I think you want to try to get rid of Kyurem. You Protect here. It's just Smart Strike, okay. We're gonna go on Incineroar, not really doing too much. I kind of want to just fake out the Kyogre and go for the Darkium, because Kartana could Protect. I kind of want to figure out if this is Scarf Kyogre or not. And I don't think Sacred Sword should knock out my Hydreigon at the range I'm at. And I really want to bring down Kartana to either A, Focus Sash, or B, potentially pick up the knockout. We're actually going to see the switch out from that Kartana going to be into the Yveltal. So nice play by my opponent. But if I doubled up the Kyogre there, that would have been so good for me. And I was thinking about it too. Fake out the Kyogre. Let's see if it's Scarf. It's not Scarf. Okay, so that's actually good to know. We'll get the Darkium off. I gotta be careful though. I can't let Kartana get a single beast boost, and I need to get it down to -1. We will get the Black Hole Eclipse off, which should knock out the Yveltal. It's not Assault Vest or anything. Like, I know Dark Pulse wouldn't happen. I'm pretty sure these should. Yeah, it does knock out the Yveltal. Alright. And I could get Tailwind up the following turns because Tailwind's about to end, right? Yeah, okay. So I could Protect, switch on a Feeny, switch back Instant, Tailwind, and then that should be the game. I am still kind of worried because I think this Kartana could reverse sweep me if I play wrong. So yeah, we'll see. 3 turns of rain. Not really the thing I'm looking at right now. What I'm looking at is to get the Tailwind up so my Kyurem can sweep in the back. As we will go Feeny. I wonder why the Kartana switched out. Or maybe just feared that exact situation. So let's see what my opponent's gonna do here. Probably just a Sacred Sword and Origin Pulse. If you Leaf Blade, good play. But I don't think it's a Leaf Blade. Yeah, it should be just a Sacred Sword and Hydreigon. That's what I thought. Origin Pulse is gonna come out, target down my Pokemon. Gonna be into the Feeny. How much is this gonna do? Not really that much, which is good. I can go out of my Incineroar and Tailwind here. I hope I didn't misjudge the Sacred Sword calc at -1, but I'm pretty sure Hydreigon should survive with the HP I'm at. So we'll Tailwind here. We're really hoping for this situation. We're really hoping for this situation. Incineroar. You might also Thunder the Feeny, which is why Incineroar is also a good play, no matter what. So let's see here. Sacred Sword gonna come out once again into the Hydreigon. Nice. Perfect. Perfect calc. Okay. As we will Tailwind up, as my opponent gonna go for that Origin Pulse once again. Does land with both, which is fine by me because I do have that Tailwind up. And now I can go for a Moonblast plus a Ice Beam in the Kartana, and I don't think that's a Assault Vest Kartana. Actually, it could be, but if it's a Assault Vest, I guess that's a bit problematic. But if it's a Assault Vest, I think it's fine because I should be able to live 1 Water move plus Smart Strike with my Kyurem. Since the Kartana's at -1, and then I should be able to Heal Pulse in Ice Beam the Kartana, and that should be game. So I think I'll be fine no matter what. As we'll bring out the Feeny. I guess the question is, does Feeny live Thunder? I mean, I have a lot of special defense investment. I want to assume I live Thunder. It could be Z-move Kyogre though, and that's like one thing I am kind of scared of. I just Light Screen. Maybe I should just Light Screen. Because Kartana is either A, gonna protect, or I'm not gonna knock it out anyway. Yeah, I think Ice Beam and Light Screen is actually the play. Because I think Kartana would protect if it has it. No protect. We do get the Light Screen up. We will be able to get an Ice Beam. Let's see if it's Assault Vest or not. Doesn't look like Assault Vest, and it just goes for the Leaf Blade into the Feeny instead. I mean, I think I'm still fine as long as I am able to knock out the Kartana within one of these next 2 turns. Origin Pulse. What is this doing again? A single target, but Light Screen and Assault Vest. It does more, but luckily the rain stops, so yeah, it's not really doing anything at all. And we keep going for Ice Beam into the Kartana. Yeah. I mean, Moonblast Ice Beam just sealed it up there, but again, I wasn't sure about the Kartana slot. I can't tell. I don't think that's Assault Vest, but I feel like it's not Focus Sash either, because I feel like Ice Beam would have brought it down to Focus Sash, so. Is that just a 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed Kartana Assault Vest? Because that's like the damage that's like I'm calculating right now in my head. Like, that's what makes sense to me based on that calc. We're going to Fusion Bolt with our Kyurem. And 2 Fusion Bolts should be able to seal this up. Hopefully, as long as there are no crits, we should be able to win the game. I think my opponent needs a double crit with Origin Pulse right here. So, let's see. Fusion Bolt. No berry, so yeah, it just takes 1 more Fusion Bolt. Origin Bolt's gonna come out. Yeah, we're good. I guess maybe if you had Protect and you were a bear, you could actually have stalled me out. The Origin Pulses were actually doing more than expected. You could have stalled me out of Light Screen, actually. Which would have been actually pretty big. I think I could have played this endgame better. Origin Pulse is going to come out once again into my Kyurem. But yeah, luckily we are going to be able to take this game. Actually, my opponent stalled at the light screen. Even if you stalled at my light screen, since you weren't Barry Kyurem, I don't think you had. I don't think you would have done enough anyway with the Origin Pulse outside of light screen to beat me down. So we are going to be able to pick up a win, which is... Actually, I don't know, because this light screen counted as single target now. I know, like, between singles and doubles, like, the calc is a little bit different with light screen. So I don't know if in a doubles battle, if it's like reverted to 1v1, like a single target Earthquake, for instance, if it's like a single target light screen. So I don't know if that's actually the case. I should look that up, but we are able to pick up a win there. I think maybe Bit played sloppily towards the end game. Maybe I should have went for the fake out plus the Sea Dark and the Kyogre, which would have sealed it up. Yeah, I think that could have actually just sealed it up, because if I got rid of Kyogre, since you gave me the Dark Road boost, like Instant just won the end game, I think. So maybe it was something to consider, but hope that you enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. This is the last episode we're using Kyurem-Black. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the episode, and if you want to potentially see the Kyurem team on the global link, you can check out the placement of the team, which is all right down below, including my social media. And yeah, follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch channels. You can also check out my playlist down below of all the other episodes we have of the Moon series. You can also check out my Sun series playlist if you're new to VGC 2019. And of course, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you want to go that extra mile, there is my Patreon page link down below if you do want to support me. Otherwise, yeah, that is pretty much it. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.